Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda. So today is going to be the final piece of the Triforce. We're going to be taking on the lion. This dungeon is pretty tough. There's no Wizrobes in here thankfully, but there is a lot of blue dark nuts to worry about. There's, unfortunately, no items that are going to make fighting dark nuts easier, but there are items in here that are going to just make our lives a little bit easier. However, I chose the wrong dungeon to came into with only a single rupee, because there's actually a ton of stuff in this dungeon we're going to need arrows for. So I'm going to have to be very conservative with how I use arrows in this place. We have our first room that's going to have some dark nuts in it, and I see as well as some Gibdos, which the Gibdos we can take out with our magic rod, which I can just get the dark nut though. Yeah, there we go. Want to be real careful about the dark nut. Okay, there we go. Not too bad of a room, thankfully. Now the bubbles can make it pretty bad actually, but they didn't seem to get in my way too much. This is gonna be our first item of the dungeon. This is the book. I don't know if that's its actual name, but we're gonna call it the book. And it is going to be an upgrade for our magic rod. When it hits the edge of a screen or an enemy now, it will have some fire. You can use this to light up rooms as well, so the red torch is, or red candle, I should say, is already not that helpful, which is really unfortunate because it's a cool item. From here, we can head north at last, now that we're done with the bottom row of the dungeon. And we're going to be immediately greeted by another Manhandla, which hopefully I can actually kill this one in one go. Oh, finally I managed to kill one in one go. And we just need bombs again, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. I would get the compass normally here. It's going to be in the room on the right, but it's filled with Pols voices. And I just don't have the resources to fight those guys right now. I need to save all my rupees. Ooh, yes. Having sword beams in this room would be awesome, but of course I'm gonna immediately take damage. How did I hit that dark nut? Okay, I need to concentrate a little in this room. Okay. There we go, okay. That room will also get you a key anyways, which is helpful. If you go one room to the left from here, and two up, which we can also get to it from this room as well, I guess, you can get yourself the, a secret, and that basically tells you where the final dungeon is. Except not really, because it's a really useless hint when you have no clue what Spectacle Rock is. The hint, I believe, is word for word, Spectacle Rock is the entrance to death. But if you don't know what Spectacle Rock is, how on earth are you supposed to figure out where the entrance to death is? I might be able to go back and get that later on in the dungeon, we'll see. This room, we are going to have to kill all the dark nuts in here in order to get to the boss. However, we don't need to kill them all to get to the second dungeon item. Wow, I managed to kill another Manhandla. So, one down and to the right is going to be the staircase that takes us to the dungeon boss, but if we go up another room, we're going to encounter a blue Goma. It's a little stronger than the last one we saw, but it's essentially the same process to kill it, just we have all these other fireballs in the way now, which aren't helpful at all. Oh, nope, I missed the second shot. I don't remember how many shots this takes. I don't know if it's only 2 or 3 or 4. They sure don't make this easy, though. Only 3, okay. So we need to go to the right, I believe, and we can finally get the other item here, but of course we're gonna have to kill dark nuts before we can do that. Man, jeez. I'm really hoping that I have to use a potion here, but we're already getting to the point where I'm gonna have to, I think. Pols voice, it's a good thing I have a couple of extra rupees for these jerks. Of course, that dark nut just had to block my arrow. Can he get to a spot where I can hit him easily, that'd be really helpful. So I don't think you can push this until all the enemies are killed. Somehow killed them. But yeah, this is going to be the lion key or something. It's essentially just an infinite key. It is the best. I love this item. It's just a shame you get it in the final main dungeon, but our keys now say A, so all those keys I've been storing throughout the game and saving, they don't matter anymore. We just have infinite keys. No locked door is a threat. It might as well be a normal door to us now. So let's get out of here. Up north is just a room of dark nuts. You can also bomb to the left. However, the only reason to do that is to go down a room, which we can get to by just bombing this wall here. So, go ahead, bomb that. This is going to be what I really want, is a room full of rupees. So, maybe I'll use these to go get to that old man's hint, because why not? It's not like we need to do anything else, right? Such as beat the boss of the dungeon. So I need to go down and to the left from here. Let's just ignore these dark nuts, and I didn't have to waste a key on this door, since I just waited till we got the infinite key. This Goma is going to be a little bit easier to kill, since I don't have 6 statues, or it's not 6, but you know, it's 4, but a bunch of statues shooting fireballs at me the whole time I'm trying to shoot Goma, so we just have to sit here and wait for it to fire its projectiles. Dang it. I was hoping to get 2 shots in one open eye cycle, or whatever you want to call it, and stupid Goma in the 2D games is so annoying. Okay, there we go. So yeah, up here, Spectacle Rock is an entrance to death. I don't like how they say an entrance, like there's multiple, but it is the entrance to death. The only one, so we're gonna have to get there after, well, not after today. In today's part, we're gonna get there, since there won't be anything to do other than go to it. I guess we have to finally take out this room of dark nuts, and you just had to turn around. Alright, I'm using the potion. I really didn't want to use the potion, but I'm using the potion. Sit here and let it fill up. If it comes down to it, I might have to use the potion again during the boss fight. I'm really hoping it doesn't come to that, and it might come to it well before that if this room keeps going poorly. Okay. Only 3 more. I don't want to stand near the statues, though. And okay. Alright, cool. There we go. We're already really close to the boss of the place. This place really is not that long. I would say Dungeon 6 and 7 are a little longer than this one, but Dungeon 9 is gonna make these look like almost nothing. It's so much bigger than every other place in the game. I guess I can probably just ignore these keys and head up. Right, this last room is filled with Pole's voices. If I can... Oh, that was beautiful. That was extremely beautiful. No point getting that key, since keys are worthless now. I can't even get that rupee that I really want. Believe it or not, the boss is actually right above us. We don't need to do anything else in this place. If you go into the room on the left, it's kind of useless, because either way you have to bomb yourself into the boss room, but there is going to be a hint to the left of the boss room, but we can just bomb ourselves in there after killing the boss. And the boss, there's no point in having an item ready for it, because it is another Gleeok, but this one has like 4 heads, I think, so it's going to be harder than all the other ones. But we kind of have enough health to where it's not too much of a problem. There we go. Once we have this heart container, we are now at maximum health. Max health in this game is 16 hearts, not the standard 20 for Zelda games. And if we head into this room on the left, 10th enemy has the bomb. I think this means that every 10 enemies you kill, you'll get a bomb, but I think you have to do it without taking damage. So there is like a set cycle and pattern with how drops work in this game, believe it or not. I believe if you know exactly how it works, you can manipulate it. But with that, we have reassembled the Triforce of Wisdom in its entirety, and all 8 dungeons of the game are completed. From here, we can just make our way up to Death Mountain, which is going to be pretty far across the map. What I might do as well, as a heads up, is I'm probably going to get myself another potion between parts here, just so I have a red potion in Death Mountain, because the place is really long and has a ton of tough enemies. I thought level 8 had the Wiz Robes, but level 9 most certainly does. And where am I trying to go from here? I think I want to go left. I don't want to go left. That's the way to Dungeon 3. I just need to go up. That's all I need to do, is head up. But Dungeon 8, or not Dungeon 8, Dungeon 9 is going to have 2 items for us. It's going to have the silver arrows and the red ring, so we're going to get a tunic upgrade in the final dungeon of the game. So, you know, part 1 we get a tunic upgrade, and then we get one in the final part, which is just great, on the same tunic for the whole game. The final dungeon is in an area of the game we haven't really been to at all, which is the entire top row to the left of this screen. So this is where we got the white sword at the beginning of the game. And if I remember correctly, I don't think I ever showed this. Pay me and I'll talk. So this lady will tell us some secrets. If you want to, you can talk to her. I guess I'll do the 5 rupee one. This ain't enough to talk. Okay, thanks. Thanks, game. Thanks for the sass. But, let's just get hit by some rocks, I guess. So what we want to do is go across the river right here. So if we head down from here, we would go, or left really, we would go towards level 6 and the magic sword. But we need to head up from here. This is going to be the real Star of Death Mountain, where all the strongest enemies are in the game, which is just a ton of Lionels. The screens can have a ton of Lionels for us to fight as well. Both of the blue and red variety. Since I don't have sword beams, my best bet is to just spam the magic rod. We can block their projectiles as long as we stand still. Power of the magic shield, don't forget it. You might be able to block them with the normal shield. I don't think so, though. Not 100% sure. Yeah, Death Mountain is only, like, 2 screens over from here. No, it's on this screen. So this is the Spectacle Rock. I guess it's meant to look like glasses, but it just looks like some rocks. But yeah, the final dungeon of the game is going to be in here. Let me just kill these guys, though. I don't want them bothering me while I'm trying to open the entrance to death. Trying to... Would have been... okay, 1, how'd that hit me? 2, it would have been nice to get that clock earlier. I think it's the left one. Yep. So, this is going to be the entrance to Death Mountain, and there's actually a potion shop just 1 screen over to the left here. This is a potion shop, so if you need to get some rupees or buy a potion, you can, which I'm going to do, but that is going to do it for today. I will see you guys next time for the final part, where we'll be taking on Death Mountain. Bye-bye.